Hey, welcome back to another video. So it's been 6 months since I've uploaded anything, and I kind of felt it pertinent to take a little bit of time to make a quick little video and talk about why it is that that's been. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I know how a lot of the stuff that I plan to say is gonna sound. So just before anything even gets started, I do want to just say right out of the gate that this isn't going to be a video where I say that I'm quitting or that I'm thinking about quitting or anything like that. So I'm sure the several people who are concerned about that are pleased to hear that. So, like I said, it's been 6 months since I uploaded anything, and it's largely been 6 months since I've done any major work on a video. I've picked at scripts here and there, and I've started editing audio for other stuff, but I have not really sunk any major time into making a video in a good while. And a lot of that is because I find it really hard to get myself motivated to actually work on a thing. I'm constantly sort of yelling at myself internally to get up and make something because it's not a matter of me not wanting to make videos. I do still want to make stuff. I have that desire to continue to make content, but whenever I go, all right, well, today I'm going to edit this video or today I'm going to record this thing or what have you, I cannot actually summon the energy to do that. And I've had moments like this before, but this has been the hardest one to break out. Namely, I still haven't. I started editing a video 2 weeks ago and have not touched it since. And it's hard to really pinpoint the reason why, but I think for some of it, I've at least figured it out. And I realize how this is going to sound, and I don't mean it to sound as bad as it is, or as it probably does, but it's going to sound this way. For a lot of the stuff that I make, I don't get a lot of feedback, and I realize, I'm a small channel. I don't expect 1,000 comments or whatever on a video. But because of that, I don't really know if what I've made is good, or if it's not, what I can do to change it. I get some feedback from my friends, but that doesn't always help. And with the way that my brain works, I look at a lot of the stuff that I do, and I see, if it's something I put a lot of work into, and I see not very many views on it or very few real responses to it, my brain doesn't interpret that well. And I know rationally it is because, I'm a small channel and I'm not going to get a whole bunch of views and comments. And I've never done this for views or for comments. Those are good to have, but ultimately I've always made videos because I enjoy them, and I still want to make videos because I enjoy making them. But to put a lot of time into something and then have no attention go to it, it's really, I guess, demoralizing. Not really demoralizing, but it's upsetting, kind of. And I realize it sounds like I'm putting the blame for this on everybody else, and I'm not trying to. It's more in the way that it's my little rut, my funk is not really as a result of not getting a whole bunch of views or a whole bunch of comments, but in the way that my brain ends up perceiving that. My immediate really good example for this is that video on Ruby music I did last year. I'm still really proud of that video. I think I did a really good job on it. I spent the course of an entire week working on it, listening to the songs that were in it and a bunch of other songs that didn't make it into the video, and writing about them and editing it, making sure that it was as good as I possibly wanted it to be. And even now, a year later, not even 30 people have seen that. And that hurts to look at. And the Toku videos that I've been doing, those get, decent, pretty decent traction, and that makes me really happy to see, because I like, especially the Toku 101s, I like seeing People who aren't like knowledgeable about Toku looking at him and going, "Oh, well that's helpful. I like this," and that makes me feel good. But I worry about being just a Toku channel, and as much as I like talking about Toku, I don't want to only do that. And the last year or so of content has shown to me that the things that I make that are not Toku related, and even some of the ones that are, don't pick up at all. Again, the RWBY video, the Gundam video that I did, where I just kind of wanted to talk about Gundam for a little bit, both of those did significantly worse than that video I did where I put together, or when I talked about the launch of the Toei Tokusatsu World YouTube channel, which I literally put that together in less than an hour. We found out about it, I sat down to record it, took 10 minutes to do it, edited it, and put it up, I think same day as I recorded it, maybe next day. And that did better than 2 videos that I spent really a lot of time on. And the way that my brain ends up interpreting that is that the things that I like really get passionate about, that I spend a lot of time on, like the RWBY video, the way my brain sees those is nobody cares about this, nobody cares what you have to say about it, so why bother? And so there's that sort of like, even when I'm wanting to make stuff, there's that really overbearing voice in the back of my head that just goes, no one's gonna care, so why bother? That's what sort of kept me not doing anything for 6 months. And another part of that is that I don't know if you've noticed, but I have trouble really expressing the way I think about certain things. At least I feel like I do. I feel like when I talk about a show, I end up saying the same thing as I said about another show in the exact same way, even if that's maybe not how it appears to other people. Like, I've sat down to record videos on shows that I've seen in the 6 months since I uploaded the video on Zet, but they've never really made it past that because I just kind of feel like I've said the exact same thing twice or 3 times or whatever. So a lot of the lack of uploads is me sort of hating the way that I go about everything. A part of me that decides nobody's going to care about what I have to say anyway. Plus, admittedly, a little bit of laziness. I've always been a little bit lazy about making videos, but usually I'm able to break through that and work on a thing. And even with what I would generally consider a legitimate reason as not being able to summon the motivation to work on a thing, I still feel really bad at not having gone 6 months uploading a video. And uploading this isn't really going to help, because it's just, the millionth update I've done in 5 years, where I talk about why I haven't uploaded in a while, and not real content. But I think it is going to help in that getting it out there and just saying it and why I think I have trouble making stuff, especially like recently. I think that'll help me mentally. Who knows if it actually will, but it's worth a try. So that's more or less everything that I have to say. I'm really wanting to at least try to get a video out before the end of the year. If not, I will absolutely have a video in January, and I'm going to try to get back on a normal schedule. Hopefully, with just airing my thoughts and opening up a little bit. I'll be able to sort of ignore some of my own little my own nitpicks about my content and maybe just go, maybe I'm not saying the same thing every time, and if I am, if it's entertaining, who cares, or something like that. But we'll see. I've got videos in the works. One that I've put a lot of time into. That I hope if and when I get it done, it'll be good. But yeah, that's about everything I gotta say. That's all for now. and I will see you guys next time.